They're the most famous words in racing, and today they return to 16th and Georgetown. Built by legends, paved by tradition, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is racing's grand cathedral. It's a place where history is made and dreams are shattered. From the traffic around the speedway to the fans on the infield to the 33 drivers looking for immortality, it is time to get you ready for the race.
Live from the greatest race course in the world, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is Breakfast at the Brickyard.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard. Erica Fly alongside Rafael Sanchez.
Let's get ready to hear that cannon go off. Julie Pursley is out there with Circle City Pyrotechnics. Julie, walk us through what will be a fantastic start to the day.
Well, we've got Donnie Ikes here with us from Pyrotechnics. Here's the countdown, so be ready.
5, 4.
There it goes.
So actually, you heard it went off just at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They went off just about 4 seconds ahead of time. So Donnie Ikes with Circle City Pyrotechnics, a little quick there, right?
Yeah, when he gave me that phone, I just got to go with them.
Yeah, gotta go. But it's amazing how loud this is because people can hear it from all over.
Yeah, all the way around this track and a little bit farther.
Okay, well, and before we go, Rafael, you asked about this. Donnie, you put him on the spot. Can you show us one more time? Come on. Now take a look at this. This shows you how dedicated he is. Look at that tattoo. The fireworks. Donnie, it's a tradition. How long have you been doing this?
Boom, baby. Boom.
15 years. Rafael said to tell you, boom, baby. There we go. Thanks, Donnie. And again, we cannon, and this is basically the mortar, the two of them that go off, and again you can hear this all over the west side. So come on, race fans, it's time to hit the track. But before we go, we want to show you guys one quick thing. This is how muddy it is out here. They actually had a truck from IMS that got stuck in the mud. Now we're being
Julie, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Julie.
She was talking about the mud. Some technical difficulties right there, but we can tell you about the mud. We parked in a very muddy area. Didn't really realize it at the time until we got out.
The sun's going to be out.
So watch out for the mud when you're parking. Yes.
It is. But listen, talking about sights and sounds, the site, of course, of the pagoda. You just saw some video there from Skycam 6 live pictures. The sounds, right? We're going to hear the revving of the engines.
Yes.
But when you hear boom, baby, gates are open. The world is now entering the Speedway. We welcome you on what is a fantastic day in Indianapolis. If you live here, you know how great this day is. If you're visiting with us today, welcome. We welcome you. We hope that you have a great day today, as we're going to have a great day here on RTV6 as we bring you Breakfast at the Brickyard. And it's just going to be fabulous.
We have a great spot here at Pagoda Plaza to welcome people, but Mark and Beth also have a great spot at the start-finish line. Hey, guys.
Hey, good morning, Rafael and Erica. Yeah, we do have a great spot here at the start-finish line. It's where a lot of the action happens and where the race starts and finishes. So this is where the action happens. Hey, we're joined by IMPD Chief Brian Roach, and of course security is top of mind here, especially this year. We have a very special honored guest coming. Thank you, Chief Roach, for being here with us today. Good to see you. So first, let's start off with people who are coming down to the race. What is one thing you want to keep every fan armed with information? What do you want them to keep in mind as we think about security?
Sure. So we've this week we've tried to put out our road closures and how to get in and out of the track, and so hopefully they'll remember those. Be patient. We have a lot of officers out here, both with IMPD and other local and federal agencies. I met with them at 5 o'clock this morning. They're going to do their jobs, but they're also going to be nice about it. So if they have a question or they're a little confused, the public is, please ask a question. We'll get them where they need to be.
I was just asking before we came on air here, you know, after what happened in London last week and also having the vice president come to the race, which is obviously particular, anything different? And you mentioned, you know what, it's something we do every year and you do it pretty well. You guys feel confident?
We do. Sure, there's some extra measures. We have some more police officers here. With the vice president coming, we're prepared for that, whether he comes or not. And that means the public probably needs to have a little more patience with us. There'll be some additional closing things that'll change, kind of spur of the moment. But we're prepared for that, and can't say enough about our federal partners and Speedway Police and our fire brothers and sisters and our IMS, because we're all here to provide safety.
Of course, you bring extra officers here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but there's still the city to take care of. Sure. How's staffing been for that?
Yeah, so this is a canceled day off for all of our officers.
I bet.
Because we know we have to staff this, and at the same time, there are backyard parties all over the place, and we want to keep the public safe. So we're well staffed out in the community also.
And Chief Roach, I do have to ask, who is it that you're rooting for today, and who do you think is going to win?
So Rossi probably.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Well, he did it last year.
I can say that though, right?
You did.
Can I pick somebody? But I did.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. You know, Mark had the chance to speak with Alexander this past week, and he said no matter where he is in the grid, he feels confident.
Well, that's great. I got a milk bottle this year with his signature,
right.
so that's why.
Well, that is a keeper right there.
Yeah.
Chief Roach, we appreciate you being here with us today, and good luck today.
Thank you so much.
And we appreciate IMPD officers giving up that day off to make sure here's safe, also around the city is safe, and also Indiana State Police.
All right, let's get over to Erica and Raphael. Hey, guys.
Okay, Allison Millington just came over to say hi, and we're putting her on the air.
I told Allison that if they needed a backup for a checkered flag, that I am her stand-in today. So I wore the vest just in case.
I'll see what you created here. He can't stop. It's not even Fashion Friday. He can't stop.
How are you? So here we are.
Here we are. The cannon went off. People are coming in. It's awesome. Things are great.
So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling
Did you get any
good.
sleep last night?
No.
I know how you are.
We got a couple hours. Most of our staff sleeps in our administration building last night, so it was like a big college dorm thing. But everybody got maybe an hour, hour and a half, and we're good.
Tell me what you do after today. Do you just go home and sleep for 5 days?
After tomorrow, because we've got the victory celebration tomorrow night. And we've got to get all of these people out of town tomorrow successfully that are here. So, yeah, Tuesday, we're all going to sleep a little bit.
So are you on autopilot now? I mean, because everything has been planned now for years.
Yeah.
So here we go. Is this just a matter of just letting your staff do what they do best?
Yeah, but in events you have to expect the unexpected, and things happen that you just got to be prepared for, and it's how you respond to those things that shows the character of your group. And we got a great team, and they're upstairs responding to everything that's already happening.
Perfect. Again, if you need a checkered flag,
yes,
I'm your backup here. I'm Pagoda Plaza. All right, we're here for you, Allison. We're here for you every year.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Love it.
Allison Millington.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you a little bit later. Appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome.
All right.
So this
You pulled it out already.
This is an unofficial
I thought this
wardrobe.
came later in the show.
Well, I saw Allison Millington, and when you see Allison Millington, you get so overjoyed with everything that is great about our city and about this event that you just have to put on the uniform.
Oh,
right?
goodness. Okay. Yeah. Is it coming out later, too?
And listen, I have other surprises.
Oh, no. Oh, you got to stay tuned for that. All right, we're going to be right back with more Breakfast at the Brickyard after this.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard on RTV6. Live pictures from Skycam 6 in HD. That is our city, our speedway. Today, 33 drivers waking up with a dream of winning the Indianapolis 500. One Erica will be a champion, taking the Borg Warner Trophy home.
Who will it be?
Who will it be?
That is the big question today, and that is what tons of fans are filing in right now to find out. We're still early, though.
Still early.
It's still early.
As we keep
still
saying,
got a while to wait.
But listen, when it begins, it'll begin. It'll be a fantastic. We'll be here. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Isn't that great?
That's always just another one of those moments when you go, okay,
one of the
I'm
favorite
here.
moments.
I'm here.
Exactly. You know who else is here with us?
Who's here?
Kevin Gregory.
The one and only.
And I've got some elbow room still here in the Pagoda Plaza. Perhaps the first rumble of the day is in your stomach. And so thanks for starting Breakfast at the Brickyard with us. The tunnel comes under the straightaway here into Pagoda Plaza. And nearly every person that emerges from the tunnel and comes into the plaza stops and then gets their own picture of the 10-level pagoda. And it's kind of funny. Some people will sit down on the ground and shoot up at that. It's about 199 feet to the top of the flagpoles, but it's definitely one of the spots to get a picture here at the Motor Speedway. There's actually a little chill in the air right now, a little humidity, and a decent amount of cloud cover. So 6:21 is when the sun rises. We'll see that over the tents here in a second. I saw Venus just a little bit ago. For my conversation with Ashley, I'm getting at 3 possibilities here, Ashley. Whoops, uh-oh. I hope that's not an omen. I just dropped the green flag. Don't worry, I'm young enough to pick it up. So talk to me about these colors, Ashley. We're going to need the green more than the yellow, and hopefully not the red.
You know, I'm going all the way with green flag, Kevin. Green flag all the way.
I like your confidence. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop these 2 then.
Yeah, drop them.
All right.
Drop them. Just keep waving that green flag. When anyone asks you about rain out there, just wave that green flag. Yeah, we're okay. We're looking good. 63 degrees right now. Kevin's right. There's a light breeze out there. 63 feels like 63, but look at that number. The humidity remains high at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so we're giving you that view now. The radar is quiet. It's going to remain quiet until about 3 p.m. It's not until after 3 that we start to see some isolated showers and storms, so at that point, the race coming to an end are already done. Temperatures at around 63 degrees for you in Indy, about 60 for you in Peru. Now, as we go hour by hour throughout the day, if you're headed to the track right now, maybe a light jacket, but I think you're A-okay as we really get into the 70s rather quickly. At noon, we're already in the 70s. It's quite comfortable for you. We will see that increase in humidity, but feeling a lot like yesterday. Warm, a bit muggy. Temperatures in the upper 70s, but we will see that chance of isolated showers and storms, so I want to show you that. All right, so here we go on our forecasting model. This is 5 p.m. You see the storm stretching from Peru into Kokomo areas north and east of Interstate 70 under the slight risk for some strong to severe storms, but once again, that's not happening until this evening, so you're A-okay for the race today. Lord.
Ashley, thanks. If you're sitting at home and you're planning to head out to the track, now may be a good time to pack up everyone and everything and put it in the car and go on, head out there to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We do have some backups on the roads around the track, as you would expect, as people are making their way into those parking lots. But the good news at this hour, the interstates and those exit ramps are traveling up to speed. They normally get a little backed up as we get a little later in the morning. Also right now, still monitoring some crashes out there. Take a look here to our north. This is just north of the track. We have a crash with injury, 30th Street and Lafayette Road. They're working to clear that one right now, so just expect a few slowdowns there on 30th Street in that area. West side crash cleanup continuing here at High School Road and the Sam Jones Expressway. No one there is injured, so that is good news. In the downtown area, if you're heading that way, Ohio Street and East Street, we have a crash there, no injuries. Now, a few things to keep in mind. We do have slowdowns on 16th Street right now. This will be closed south of the track between Olin Avenue and the roundabout about an hour before the race starts. Police will start blocking that off. They'll also be closing Georgetown Road south of 25th Street. Those roads will remain closed throughout the duration of the race. That's for your safety and security there, and then they'll reopen them about an hour after the race. So just keep that in mind as you're heading to the track. A quick look right now, if you're taking the interstates, you'll want to know your zone. If you're traveling and try to get west of the track, maybe to a lot off Georgetown Road, you can exit here on 38th Street. Crawfordsville Road, also 10th Street, a good option for you. If you're in the orange zone, that's the south end of IMS, you may want to take West Street here off I-70. Take that northwest on side streets into the downtown area. North of the track, if you're in the red zone here, 38th Street off I-65, a good option, as well as 30th Street off I-65. Of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on traffic, but right now I want to send it back to Raphael and Erica at Pagoda Plaza.
Lauren, thank you so much for helping us really set the stage to help people get to the Speedway. On a day like today, when you expect more than 200,000 people to get here, it's really about just taking it slow and easy, because really once you get to the perimeter, you're not going to go fast, right? You're not.
Keep that in mind.
Just be patient. If you can find a parking spot somewhere in the greater Indianapolis area, you can walk to the track, do so, because all of the IMS lots are sold out. So just take it easy. Again, the race, it's going to start. You're going to make it here safely, so just enjoy the day. And then, of course, Lauren will be with us throughout the morning to help us guide us through around Georgetown and 16th Street. So take it easy. It's going to be okay. Yes?
Pack your patience.
Pack your patience today.
We'll be back with more Breakfast at the Brickyard after this.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard on RTV6, a view from Skycam 6. That is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and you can see the parking spots are filling up as the world comes to Indianapolis today. It is a great day. What a view of the Speedway. What a view of our city. We're coming to you live from Pagoda Plaza. This is the Broadcast Center right here, Party Central. How are you?
I'm good.
And joining us is State Police Superintendent Doug Carter. Doing good?
Good morning. I'm really good. Yes, all's well.
You pumped up?
I am. You know, you hear the cannon in the morning, every single race day, and that's, in my mind, the true start of the race. This is 101st running. 101st of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's awesome. It's
Look
awesome.
at us. We're so young.
We're just getting started.
Now, we want everyone to have fun, of course.
We do.
But we want everyone to stay safe, too.
Yes.
What does everyone need to keep in mind?
Common sense. Common sense. Leave plenty early. Understand it's going to be you're going to get stuck in traffic. Just reality, right? Of 300,000 people coming to one place, and it looks like the weather's going to be good. Come and enjoy the day, but use common sense.
And we always say, we hear it all the time, but we can't stress it enough. See something, say something.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, everybody's got heightened awareness right now. We have a lot here that no one knows about. We have a very strong uniform presence here, and we always will. We've got a great collaborative relationship with our local and federal partners, and I want people to understand that's my job to worry about it, not them.
Yes, yes.
And Superintendent, do you think you'll get a chance to see your old boss, the former governor, is going to be here at some point? Do you think you'll get a chance to say, hey, hello, Mr. Vice President?
I may try and stop over into turn 2 and say hello. Yeah, he'll get here this morning, and we've worked with Secret Service to try and make that as seamless as possible, and always welcome him back to Indiana.
Can I come with you?
Absolutely.
I don't think I'm allowed, but thank you for the offer. We also want to thank public safety because we understand that today there are so many of you out here in blue and green and brown, as you often say, making sure that people are safe. So thank you to you, and of course to all our veterans, because this weekend is also not only about racing, but what's best of America, which is our veterans.
Let's not lose sight of how special this weekend is, especially tomorrow. Yes. Especially tomorrow. And the eyes of the world are on Indianapolis right now, and I'm really, really proud to be able to be a part of it.
Superintendent Doug Carter, thank you so much. I look forward to that special visit with the Vice President. I'll join you here in a second.
Okay, very good.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Let's head over to Julie Pursley now.
Make sure you're prepared when you come here to the track. Now, take a look at this IMS truck, how muddy it is. We are right now between turns 2 and 3. And when we got out here, I have to tell you guys, I switched my boots. I'll have photographer Frank show you what I'm wearing, and this is why. Take a look at the tire tracks. Now, this is where the IMS truck was parked earlier. It was actually stuck. They had to bring a tow truck in. So keep in mind when you go to park out here, watch, because the mud is pretty deep. It's almost swampy in some of the areas. So be ready for some muddy conditions at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that. We're having multiple conversations this morning, so when you're here at the Broadcast Center, as I've just themed this, here at the Pagoda Plaza, we're not only talking to the fans.
We're not always standing by ready for action.
I was really
trying
to get into the vice presidential suite because the vice president is flying in today, and so I'm trying to get an interview. Right. I mean, hey, I'm working it.
Well, hey, that's what you're being paid to do, right?
Well, you got to work it.
You got to work it at all times.
So I'm sort of tracking Doug Carter, who's the state police superintendent, saying, hey, Doug, let me in. We'll see if it works.
We're just getting started out here for Breakfast at the Brickyard, so stay with us. We're going to have much, much more after the break. Welcome back, and take a look at that sunrise right there. What a way to welcome in Breakfast at the Brickyard. It's time, or we're getting closer, I should say. The people are strolling into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
That's a beautiful shot there.
It is beautiful. Erica Fly alongside Rafael Sanchez and a very special guest.
Paul Blevin, he is the official starter. This is the dude that has he can just... Yes? Did I get that right?
Yeah, you got it pretty close.
Those sound effects?
Yeah, pretty close.
Show us show us.
What I have here is the official checker flags that we use for the 500. Each one of these is signed by all 33 starters of the 500. One of them goes to the winner, whoever it may be, he or she, and the other one goes to the museum. So these are the ones I'll be waving this afternoon.
So another tradition, because this place is full of traditions, and this is something you've done now for 18. This is your 18th season doing this.
It's my 18th season here, and we've done this since I've been here. I think it's started before my time.
And for you, what does it mean? Because we do see you. I mean, you are a critical part of this race because you are signaling the drivers to certain things that are happening on the track. So for you, what does it just mean to be a part of it?
Well, it's awesome. I mean, what better way to spend a Memorial Day weekend than one of the biggest racetracks in the world? I mean, I love it. And it's like, you know, even though it has been made in my 18th year, when you see 3 rows of 11 coming at you down the front straightaway,
awesome.
It's about the most spectacular thing I've ever seen.
Now, do you practice the flag waving? I mean, do you go home and go, hey?
No.
Is there a technique?
No, well, everybody has their own technique.
Okay.
I mean, some of our people, I can joke around and I can wave it somewhat like the NASCAR guys can wave theirs. It's just everybody has their own way of waving a flag. When I wave the checkers this afternoon, people think I'm having a seizure because I wave it so violently and out of control.
We're going to have you show us in a second, but Erica has a question for you.
So how did you get so lucky to do this? I remember you have quite the story behind that.
You want the good story or the bad story? No. I was at the unemployment office. No, I'm kidding. The gentleman...
You are kidding.
You know, if you can't have fun, what the heck?
You're right. Listen.
Right?
Right.
The gentleman who started, when the league started, there's a gentleman by the name of Brian Howard that started, and he called me up and said, hey, I'm going to land this gig doing IndyCar stuff. And I go, Indy what? Because at the time it was with the other sanctioning body. He goes, well, yeah. He goes, it's a little bit of traveling. Well, that was the first lie that he told me because it's a lot of traveling. And he goes, you know, you'll get to see a lot of places. Yeah, that's true because I have been able to see a lot of places. And then he's retired a few years ago, so I stepped up into the, you might say, the #1 role. There are 2 other gentlemen that work with me. If I don't do that certain events, then they'll pick up and do the other events too.
So can we put you on the spot really quick? Can you unfurl those and just show us some of your not your hand waving, your flag waving?
Sure.
I'm going to stand back. So this is what you would see, right, on ABC today. But this is the dude that's going to do it all today. So show us the official. Okay.
We love it.
That is another one of those sights that you enjoy here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Paul Blevin.
You can have one. Just let me have
Kevin, try your hand at it.
Thank you. I leave you with the small.
I don't even think they'll see that.
It is a great time here, of course, Paul Blevin. Thank you so much. We'll see you for your 19th.
I need to go buy another one.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back with more Breakfast at the Brickyard.
He wants his flag back.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard here on RTV6, Skycam 6, high above the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, showing you turn 4 there. We thank you for waking up with us before you head out to the track or enjoy the coverage here on RTV6.
It is a beautiful day here in Indianapolis and at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A whole lot of people are coming out here for this race and just keeping their fingers crossed for no rain.
That's right. No rain. We're hearing that could happen after the race, but that's fine as long as we get through it. As Beth mentioned, a lot of people are making their way here, so expect traffic. Build that into your timeline. And if you don't want to sit in traffic, we'll let you know that within the hour, coming up at 7 o'clock, the police department, IMPD, will be escorting bicyclists from City Market downtown all the way out here. So you'll have a police escort if you just want to avoid parking, avoid traffic. You can just pedal your way out here.
A low cost of that $15, but not too bad to stay safe there. Also, remember, what you bring here will be checked as you walk in through the gates. And as we had that PSA from James Hinchcliffe on our air here the last week or so, they'll take your coolers if they're too big. So let's go over to Chance Walser. He's at one of the gates where they are checking all that stuff.
Hey, Chance.
Guys, we're outside gate 1. The track just opened. The lines are pouring in. You can see yellow shirts flying everywhere. The energy is up. The excitement is high. The ice is still frozen, and the beer is still cold as people pour into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. People are getting their tickets checked. The coolers are coming in. Of course, there are security people here measuring the coolers, looking in the coolers, making sure you're bringing all the right stuff. But right now, It's all about the excitement, and it's all about the beginning to a very fun marathon that is the day of the Indy 500. Back to you.
That is the truth, a marathon. And here at the Bricks, here at the start finish line in pit row, all of the crews are getting ready. We're seeing a lot of those little trucks with all of the tires stacked up high to get ready for the race.
That's right. A lot of preparation has gone into the 101st running of the Indianapolis 500. So much to think about. Security is top of mind today, as we've been hearing. We have Vice President Mike Pence, who will be visiting the Indianapolis Motor Speedway here today. He'll be coming in from Ohio. He makes a stop there, so a busy day for him as well. But security, top of mind as we get ready for his visit.
Yeah, you know what? He's a Hoosier, born and bred, and I think that this is just part of his family tradition. And who's to say being in Washington, D.C. is going to stop him from seeing that Indy 500?
Here at the start-finish line here, too, Beth, as he's coming into Indy 500, picture taking is a big thing. and that's what's really going on. We have a lot of press photographers that have been out here getting the pictures of the bricks, getting the picture of where they will wave the green flag and the checkered flag later today.
Well, Kevin Gregory is standing by in Pagoda Plaza. Kevin, you always have something wacky going on. Nope, there he is.
Can you see me, really?
Hardly.
Yes, I can see you.
I thought I was hiding from you.
You gotta dip lower. Yeah.
Okay. These flags are not as big as they look at this point. I just wanted to point out there's a little dew on these flags and a little dew on our table as the Pagoda Plaza comes alive. There's going to be a beautiful sunrise here in just a little bit. Abby and Megan from Illinois and Wisconsin. Is this your first time to the race?
No, I came last year.
You came for the 100th.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So first of all, have you ever been on TV in Illinois?
No.
Have you ever been on TV in Wisconsin?
No.
So how does it feel to be on TV in Indiana?
Awesome.
So tell me about your trip in this morning. How was traffic? How long was your walk to get here? Did you see any mud?
We came in yesterday, and we left about 4 this morning to get
Oh my, okay.
Yeah. No, there was no traffic this morning. Last year we got in traffic for like 4 hours.
And so much smoother this year. Well, let's go down here, and just to show you that they made it in without any mud, these shoes are pristine. So what's the game plan today? Are you going into Snake Pit, or are you just staying in the stands for the race?
We are actually sitting in this section.
Okay, so you're right here on the main straightaway. And you have a favorite driver today?
Marco Andretti. Yeah.
Marco Andretti. And for you?
Marco Andretti.
Okay, because if there's any doubt, then I'm going to tell you it's Tony Kanaan, because he's our driver expert. So let's root for Tony too, okay? All right.
My dad, Scott Dixon, yeah.
Well, welcome to the Hoosier State. Have a great day at the race. And as we're showing now, Raphael's bringing someone over. Did you want to bring someone in here? Oh, the parents. No, the parents, they didn't want to come on TV, but, we can spontaneously show them on TV. These young ladies have parental supervision, but you didn't want to be on TV?
I really didn't want to be on TV this morning.
So how many races have you been to?
This is our third in a row.
Third in a row. Yeah. And this is interesting. See the winged wheel here? Someone told me that the first 100 years the wheel was to the left, and now it's moved to the right. Had you heard that for the next 100 years?
No, I hadn't heard that.
So you don't need to rotate the tires on your family car every 60,000 miles. It's every 100 years or so. All right, Mom and Dad, nice to meet you.
Thanks so much.
Have a great day. Mark and Beth, back to you.
Hey, don't take that advice.
I know, right?
You need to rotate your tires a little more frequently than that. Thanks, Kevin, for that. We appreciate it.
Kevin Gregory getting folks on TV who hate to be on TV. I love that.
That's what he does.
With a smile, too.
But you know what? That's the fan spirit. You got to just take the experience as it comes at you today.
All right.
Hey, don't forget, use the hashtag Indy500 when you're taking photos today.
We're back with more Breakfast at the Brickyard after this quick break on RTV6.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard here on RTV6. We're here with you through 11 a.m. and then we're counting down to the start of the 101st running of the Indy 500, and we are very excited about that. Daylight's here.
Daylight is here. It's a beautiful day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and of course, safety and security top of mind. I want to bring in Indiana State Trooper Slocum here. Tell me about what's going on in terms of security outside the track? There are a lot of folks trying to get inside right now.
Right, we're asking everybody who's coming to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to use patience, plan where they're going to park. But I'll go back to the first thing, the patience. But again, this security here at the Motor Speedway is a team effort between security, law enforcement, and the third component of that is the race fans themselves. So if they see something suspicious, don't hesitate to report that to law enforcement or track security.
We've noticed troopers walking all about the grounds here. I mean, it just really is beefed up this year.
Right, we want to have a presence. The officers in uniform, plus we have undercover components of that, working with our law enforcement partners from the federal level to the county and the city officers also. Our main goal is to make sure everyone gets into the track safely and gets home safely.
You know, I'm sure there are things that you can't talk about that are happening that fans maybe won't notice. But when it comes to adding another layer here with the vice president coming in town, did you guys have to sit down and really plot this thing out and make sure there was just another layer of security?
Well, it's not the first time that someone of importance, so to speak, has come to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We tweak our plans every race. We have planning meetings during the summer and the winter time with the community and law enforcement. But again, having a vice president here is special, so we do have contingency plans in place. And again, with him here, we're asking people to be patient as they enter the track. We might have a little bit more backup at gates and things like that where you're getting your coolers checked. And of course, when he gets to the area, it might be some road closures and things like that. But again, that big word, the P word, patience.
Patience for it. You talked about getting people home safely. Anything people, as they make their way down here, should keep in mind when they're trying to leave? Anything you learned from last year that could make it a smoother process?
Well, we have a plan in place, so please follow the directions of the police officers out there. Despite what some people think, we're not trying to slow you up. We're trying to get you home as quickly as possible, and we're trying to get you on some routes that we believe will speed up that process. Again, we can't stop the traffic pattern for that one person who has to make a turn. We got to count on doing things for the masses here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Well, we appreciate your time here. We want to know who you're rooting for and who do you think is going to win?
I want Ed Carpenter to win.
All right.
Hometown boy, huh?
Yeah, I've met him a few times, and he's always been real gracious with his time towards me, along with his wife. So I'd like to see an Indianapolis native, being myself an Indianapolis native, win this race.
Team Carpenter.
Go Ed, right here. All right, let's give it to Lauren Casey in the studio. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, Beth and Mark. I've been keeping a close eye on your roads to the race. Something to keep in mind if you're heading out to the track. Maybe you have some passengers in your car. I am tweeting any updates that I see as the morning goes on, so maybe have one of them. Check Twitter for any updates as you're out on the roads heading into the track. Let's take a look right now at what's going on. Something that might slow you down here on one of the routes to the race here is we have a crash along Crawfordsville Road just off I-465. So that's slowing down the exit ramp there in that area. So you can get by. No injuries to report at this time. Just take it slow as you head through that area. Right now we still have a crash here, a cleanup on the west side at High School Road and the Sam Jones Expressway. Let's take a closer look at IMS. We know that 16th Street is backed up right now to White River between there and the roundabout, so pretty stop and go along 16th Street. And then our political insider, Mary Beth Snyder, just tweeted me that she's just sitting on 30th Street, so all the roads around the track are going to be a little slow, so as the officer said, bring the patience with you today. Around 11 o'clock, again, they'll be closing 16th Street between Olin Avenue and the roundabout, as well as Georgetown Road south of 25th Street, so just keep that in mind. You'll want to get, hopefully, into the track before 11 o'clock anyways. This is all for your safety and security. Now, the officers there have been mentioning that you need to use those routes to the race because their officers are out there trying to get you into the track and then out from the track after the race. Those include 38th Street off I-465. You can also use Crawfordsville Road. Watch for that crash. 10th Street here on the west side. If you're heading south of the track to the orange zone, that's where your seats are. You may want to take West Street here off I-70. And if you're heading to the north end of the track, the red zone, take I-65 and 38th Street here, or I-65 and 30th Street, and then make your way over here to 30th Street at the track. Of course, we'll be keeping you updated on the roads, but another big issue today is the weather. It looks like we're going to be dry this morning. Let's send it over to Storm Team 6 meteorologist Ashley Brown. Ashley?
Yes, if you wanted the rain to just go away, well, your wish is my command, is staying to the south. We will not see rain in this forecast for you this morning. We do have the clouds, but the sunshine peeking through the clouds. I do think that we'll have more clouds as we get into the late afternoon and early evening hours as that storm approaches, but most of the day is dry. Beautiful out there at the Speedway right now at 63 degrees. The humidity a bit on the rise today as we'll have those numbers as far as the moisture in the atmosphere, the dew point. That's the measure. You see it at 62 right now. It's going to go up out to around 65, which is a little muggy, a little uncomfortable, but most of your race day is dry. That's the key word here. So at noon, we're warming up. We're at about 72 degrees at 2 p.m. Some sunshine out there. Temperatures at 75 degrees at that point. And at 3 p.m., we're warm, we're muggy, in the upper 70s for you. It's after 3 p.m. that will bring in the chance of showers and thunderstorms. Areas in the northeast portion of the state under the slight risk for some strong storms, isolated storms this evening. Once again, that's after 3 p.m., continuing throughout the night. Damaging wind, large hail, and isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. Let's go back out live to the track with Todd Clausen.
And it's beautiful, Ashley, down here in pit lane. As you mentioned, you kind of feel the humidity and the moisture. I was walking over the steps onto the other side by the track there, and there's definitely some moisture on those, but a bit of a breeze. And most importantly, I look up and I see a lot of blue sky here this morning. It's a great start to our race day coverage. Behind me, we have the Camaro. Mark, Beth, and I have been scoping this thing out here throughout the entire morning. We wonder how much it costs, but it's certainly a beautiful looking car. So as we go throughout the morning, the crowds, rather, not the clouds. We want to keep those away. The crowds, we want to come to the Motor Speedway. They're starting to pick up. We're seeing more people sitting up in the stands already, getting ready for what will be the 101st running of the Indianapolis 500. As we go to break, we're going to leave you a live look from Pagoda Plaza and the Gordon Pipers. They're here every single year. They're getting ready to put on their show a little bit later on. You're watching Breakfast at the Brickyard right here on RTV6. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard. We're coming to you live here at Pagoda Plaza. The plaza is filling in. There in the middle are the 500 Gordon Pipers. They have made their way into the facility. And, of course, when you hear that sound, you also know it's going to be another great day in Indianapolis. They are a tradition here in our city. Their 55th year of doing what they do best.
I think they're about to start playing now. Or they look like it. Or is that a photo op?
They'll come back. They'll come back.
No, but when you hear that, when you hear them play, then you are awake. If you
that and the boom. That and the boom.
Yeah, if you're a little tired, then they do a great job though.
I think they have a kilt for me. And later we're going to do a little dance. We're going to do a tradition. Not you.
No, I heard you. You're going to put on a kilt.
Carb Day. Remember we talked about this on Carb Day?
Yes.
You're going to show us a traditional dance right here on RTV6.
Okay, and you're going to participate in every way.
Breakfast at the Brickyard. We're going to do the dance right here.
Can't wait to see that. You don't want to turn the
We are the Dancing with the Stars station.
Right.
Okay.
It is all about fun, but it's all about security and safety as well. And security out here is no joke. Let's take a look at what Stephanie Wade found about items that can't come into the Speedway.
Hey guys, the gates are now open. They are scanning tickets. They're checking bags. You can see there's a large crowd that's trying to make their way through right now. They've got their coolers, they've got some bags, but there are some things that you should know of what you can and cannot bring right now. He's going to show us what the process is right here.
Get in line. Ladies and gentlemen, no glass, no pocket knives, no mace. Check. Have everything opened up and ready for my guards.
And these coolers here, what are the sizing of coolers that you can and cannot bring?
18 by 14 by 14. Anything bigger they need to take back to the car.
Right. And bag-wise?
We just searched them. No glass, no weaponry. We have no selfie sticks.
The selfie sticks?
Yes, we got to keep everything safe.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So it's a pretty easy process once they make it their way through?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So they will just continue here going through the lines. Again, the gates just opened. We'll have lots of people, I'm sure, coming on through. For now, something's back to you guys.
Okay, they said no selfie sticks. Are you going to be okay?
I'm going through treatment for this.
Withdrawal?
It's hard to be at a major event.
We know how you feel about your selfie stick.
Without the selfie stick, because really it's a way to talk to people and take pictures with viewers and get the best pictures. But okay, I'm going through rehab.
You have to leave it at home. You have to leave it at home.
One day out of the year. You know, there are a number of veterans today.
Yes.
Race car veterans, Indy car veterans are really hoping to get another win after last year's rookie got the race. They want to really come back and get that Borg Warner trophy. Among them is one of our favorites. Of course, that's being Helio Castroneves. And RTV6's Michael Grady spoke to him about the race.
Well, once again, this will be a very competitive field for the Indy 500. There are drivers looking for their first win, drivers looking for their second, their third, and then there's Helio Castroneves, who is still in pursuit of that elusive win, number 4, all while celebrating the number 20.
I call destiny. That's the only word when I started in this position here in Team Penske. And sometimes you can rewrite script when God already have a plan for you.
God's plan was for Helio Castroneves to become one of the greatest drivers in IndyCar history, even if his opportunity came in an unfortunate set of circumstances following the death of Greg Moore. Just days later, good friend Jill DeFerrin set up a meeting with Roger Penske.
I remember when he first met him, he only could speak about 10 words in English, so he's come a long way with his English, but a real partner.
A partnership that has generated success beyond what they had imagined.
Think about it, 20 years, he's been one of our top guys, 3 Indy 500 wins, and I would say he's been a catalyst inside the team for so many years. He's been really one of the reasons that the foundation of our team has been so strong for so long.
I'm the one who loves to give this to Roger, and give not only to Roger, but to, I think, a lot of people that love the history, to see someone crossing that path that only 3 guys over the 100 years only did, only 3 guys did 4 times. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait to go out there and show what we can do.
Of course, if Helio can get that elusive 4th win, he will join a legendary group of 4-time winners. Of course, I'm talking about A.J. Foyt, Al Unser, and Rick Mears.
Best of luck to Helio and the other 32 drivers today. And Erica, so I was giving this guy a hard time. I said, hey, I like your tights. He goes, what did you call them?
Meggings or meggings.
Meggings.
Yes, leggings for men.
Can we take a look?
All that matters, it's a lot of freedom. That's all it is.
You said you were a full dose of freedom.
Oh, it's a big dose of freedom.
Big
dose of freedom. That's right. That's right.
What a great day. So your posse's behind you.
Yeah, we got the crew. We got the crew back here.
And of course, today's about friends, families coming together.
Absolutely.
How many years have you been coming to this event?
How many years have we been coming, Daz? 13. Yep.
So you're a big race fan, or you just come out here for the socialization?
A little bit of everything. Race fan, love the crowd, love the atmosphere, the tribute to our military, stuff like that. I mean, it's great.
Do you have a driver you're rooting for today?
I don't personally. I like them all.
Yeah.
Yep. And if it's an America guy, a guy from America, absolutely.
Yes.
But,
okay.
There
are plenty of American guys to cheer for today, and of course, we do want to echo what you just said, that today's also about remembering all those who served in the armed forces. So we thank them for what brought their contributions.
Absolutely. Yep. I've been serving for 14 years, so.
I didn't know that. Well, thank you for your service.
My pleasure.
Appreciate that. Tell us about your service.
I've been in the Army Reserves 14 years, 2 deployments overseas, military police. I'm captain. It's been great. Great experience. Just love doing it. I'll be in it till they kick me out.
So you can honestly say that you are a full dose of freedom.
That's right.
Because you're there.
Absolutely.
There you go.
All right. Hey, thank you so much. You're from Indianapolis. We appreciate it. Enjoy the day today. Enjoy your posse. Posse, thank you for coming out today. We appreciate it. They have no idea what's going on.
We've been up since about 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, you haven't.
So yeah, sure have.
Why would you? I mean,
why wouldn't we?
I mean, it's a party, right?
Absolutely, all day.
It took him that long to get in this get up right here.
Erica, Meggings at your local store starting Tuesday.
I love them. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're going to be right back with more Breakfast at the Brickyard right after this break.
I need a pair of Meggings.
I love them.